What led to the opportunity here?
Just good communication and familiar faces. Ted Rath is somebody that I've known throughout my career since I was a rookie. We were together in Detroit, Miami, and LA. So just a lot of familiar faces, and I've always wanted to play for a great city like Philly.
How about Slay, too? I mean, we talked a lot about you yesterday.
Yeah, me and Slay actually talked last year, and he said, man, you should come over here. I said, I'm not opposed to it by any means, and we enjoyed each other, and we still talk even though we haven't played in the same team for a while. But now Slay, Fletch reached out. I've had a good relationship with him as well, and so I'm excited to be here.
How'd that relationship come about, you and Fletch?
We just practiced against each other before, obviously, when we shared. I came up here with Miami one year, I believe, and so just got to know each other. And I got mutual respect for each other for obviously being elite players.
What was the process like for you this season? Was it sort of dependent on the situation whether you would come back, or did you always want to come back at some point?
It was something that was always up in the air. My mom's actually mad at me. She didn't want me to play anymore, so I'm dealing with that. But me and my wife and family in general just kind of talked about take it day by day. I had an opportunity to really spend a lot of time with my kids. I got 2 twin boys, and they're 19 months, and they miss dad a lot, so it's going to be tough for that standpoint. But just took it day by day and had an opportunity to play for a good team potentially, and an opportunity came up, and I took it.
So what sort of pushed it over the edge? If you were taking it day by day, what made it?
I think it came down to truthfully relationships. I spoke to some other teams throughout the weeks, but again, Ted, Howie, ownership, just in general, I felt really comfortable with this opportunity here, and kind of want to go from there.
In your career, you've checked off so many boxes that I imagine people would want. What keeps you going?
Championships. That's what keeps me going. Having an opportunity to play for one. This team has done an amazing job thus far, and I feel I can come and help. But I first got to get acclimated and then go from there.
What's the feeling in this locker room today when being around these guys, an 8-1 football team? What kind of tone is being set for you?
Just a lot of excitement. They all welcome me with open arms, which is obviously great. Anybody would wish for. And for me, like I said, just getting acclimated and making sure at some point in time I can be add value. And that's always what I prided myself on throughout my career, is adding value, being one of those guys that's a team guy, and being somebody who can help take us over the hump to wherever we want to go.
Think you'd be ready for a role Sunday if called upon? Think you'd be ready?
That's all up to the coaches. I'm going to study my hardest. Just got in here late last night at 11, went through physicals, and then just left with my coach right now studying some more. So I will get back to the books tonight after I run through some stuff, and then go from there.
Have you played in a scheme like this before?
I've played in every single scheme in the NFL. So 3-4-4-3, Okies, everything. So nothing's technically new to me. It's going to be more about terminology. Everybody has different terminology, and that's something I got to get used to and hone into.
How do you stay in shape?
How do I stay in shape?
How do you stay in shape all the time?
Honestly, I've got an amazing team at Nike that helps me each and every single day, and I've got great physical therapists and people that I still remain in contact with and create great plans for me. So wherever I go, wherever I'm in the world, I've got great facilities to work out and train and make sure I'm fit. And it's something I pride myself on, always being fit.
Is football shape different than being in shape?
There's no question about that. There's only one way to get into football shape, which is playing. But you can prepare yourself and be ready to get into football shape versus having to go through multiple levels of getting ready to play.
How do you see yourself fitting into the scheme, particularly in the offense?
I haven't been able to figure that out just yet. I'm still learning, understanding, and understanding where the coaches really want me, and I'm just open arms and ready to go from that standpoint.
Pretty much have been the man in most places.
Yep.
You've been at. There's obviously a bunch of veterans here. How do you fit in if it's just a role, small role?
I don't have a problem by any means playing a role. I've always played a role in my career, whether that's being, as you may call it, a star, but it's also being a leader, be able to be a guy that's able to help other people bring along their talents. And at the end of the day, when you're playing defensive line, it's all about a collective group that is playing at an elite level, and you're only as good as your weakest link.
There's not a lot of guys left from that 2010 draft class, but you, now Linval, and Brandon, they're on the same team. I mean, it's kind of strange, you think?
I don't know if it's strange. It's, I think a little bit of good luck, but then guys that are just a little bit built differently, know how to manage themselves, take care of their bodies, and be prepared each and every single year. And that's something I pride myself on.
What's the best part of your game at this stage of your career?
I'm going to leave you to figure that out. Let's see, over these next 8 games, wherever things play out, I'd love to hear your opinion on that. I'm not sure where, other than me helping a team win, is kind of my ultimate goal.
You mentioned the conversations with people to come back and play. Did it have to be a team that has the potential to make a deep playoff run?
Oh, without question. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I was just going to go play for any old team. I want to have an opportunity to go and earn a ring and celebrate that with my family and especially my teammates and the people I did it with. And for me, it's important. Like you said earlier, I've been able to have amazing accolades just from a standpoint of the individual, but it's more than that at this particular stage of my life.
What about your durability? I think like you've never missed a game in your career with this injury. I mean, how amazing is that now?
Again, it's something that I take great pride in. I train immensely, very hard, and I've got an amazing team that helps me through that process each and every single year, every off season, every in season. So it's a lot of hard work, and it's something I pride myself on, and I'm going to continue to do that so long as it's afforded to me to play this game.
What are your conversations with Fletcher like? You get a sense of why he wanted to bring you in, even though it's the same position, maybe snap sharing?
I think he understands, and I can't speak for him, but obviously I'm not here to take anybody's position. I'm here to support and be a supporting cast member from all levels, and we've talked about it before in the past. Man, we'd love to play with each other. We have mutual coaches that, man, you guys would be a force playing together, but Hargrave is obviously a great player, and he's got a great talent next to him in him, but I'd love to join that group.
Have you been following this team from the sideline? Have you been watching what they've done the first 9 weeks or 9 games of the season?
I've indirectly followed them and kind of indirectly followed every single team. I actually, unfortunately, watched the majority of Tampa's game living in Florida and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I watch all. I got the package, so I can see everything.
What part of football do you miss the most?
Coming back?
My mom has never been happy about me playing football since I was a little kid. She wanted me to stay away from American football. I grew up playing European football, as they call it, and it's something that she's always been scared. I'm her baby, so she's always worried about me.
You could have had a chance to just sit back and watch the World Cup and not go play.
Exactly, but no, she always just wants me to be safe and be smart, and so I understand where she comes from, but she'll always support me, and she'll be out there.
Slay said he offered his house.
The games and stuff. And
yeah, she's come to as many games as I can think of. Only obviously during the pandemic when it was tough to travel, she missed a handful. So
Slay said he offered his house to you.
he did. He's got a big mansion, so that I could come hang out and be with him. So I may take him up on it.
Ndamukong, what are your initial thoughts as you walk into the building and just kind of get a vibe of what's going on here? What are your thoughts on that?
This building's amazing. I've obviously been here before. It's a special place. I'll say that. And like I said, I enjoy this town. I've had family friends that have coached for the 76ers and been in and around the city. It's an ultimate sports town, and I'm happy to be here and be able to be a part of that.
All right.
Who are the Sixers?
I can't tell you, but if you look in history,
especially recent, you can figure it out. Yeah.